That would be a positive because 23% in the first quarter. 4 turnovers and 8 points. Not good.
No. And Andrew Warren has 6 of them.
I'm saying it was an upset that they beat Perth.
Clearly. You're going to judge you by that first quarter.
It was definitely an upset. He spoke like he was insulted with your question, Steve.
I bet he wouldn't be now. Jacob Holmes on the skip to Michael Cedar. He's not going to miss 2 in a row. Bang.
And that's what a real shooter does. Gets his second opportunity, realigns it, and goes whack.
And Michael Cedar does just that. Townsville have scored 13 straight. Andrew Warren's off the mark for his 3. Jacob Holmes with the rebound.
That shot from Warren hit the backboard first.
That was not a soft touch. Holmes to Mims. Good baseline screen. Set Elvin Mims free. Townsville scored the last 15. I'll keep saying it until Cairns get a bucket. Just in case you're running out of fingers. Crosswise, that's short. Here come Townsville. Cedar in the flow.
Why not?
Yeah, that was been a backbreaker. Wilson sidesteps. That was clever. The Euro step. That was sweet.
And then threw it up with his left hand off balance, and talented move to be able to get that. Not one that you'd want to be relying on a 15-zip turnaround.
Mims to Cedar on a good baseline cut. Townsville shooting it at 52%. And Cairns will just switch those numbers around at 25.
And Townsville play a good style of basketball. They're all prepared to make that extra pass. And only 4 assists. It seems like they've got more, but they really seem to share the ball well.
Wilson a little hard on that bank shot. Here come Townsville. Cedar slows it down.
They always play pretty good transition defense, the Cairns Taipans, which obviously is the key to the defense, being able to get back and load up and really make Townsville run through their sets rather than giving up any transition points. And when you're shooting the ball so badly as what they are, they need good transition D.
Allen back down to Jacob Holmes, fall away from the baseline. That's tipped by Jamar Wilson, gets it to Crosswine. Warren, eventually to Aaron Grabeau. Loudon puts it on the floor, going left, that springs out, and Allen pulls down the board.
I mean, I spoke about Alex Loudon a few weeks ago when Cairns only scored 47 points for the game. I think it was against the Gold Coast Blaze. They got absolutely smashed. Alex Loudon has to be able to step up. He's 0 from 4 tonight. He hasn't scored a basket. Their team's struggling, 10 points only. They need their veterans and their highest paid players to be able to step up and put points on the board. It's as simple as that.
Yeah. Well, one more shot and they'll be dipping down into the teens. Shooting percentage-wise, Crocs out-rebounding. Every stat's going to be in favor of Townsville, except the turnovers. Hill trying to get to the rim, and he's fouled by Ben Allen.
And that's what Brad Hill has to do. That's the aggressive mindset that he has to be able to play with. 6'7". He's an athlete, great hesitation move, going to the middle. Ben Allen has no other option to really foul.
And that's what he's capable of. You know, I'd throw that jump shot, put the cue in the rack for the rest of the year and make moves like that. Get yourself to the line, then maybe try one. Then try a jumper, see how you're feeling.
Well, I spoke to Aaron Fern, and he said that they've been working on his jump shot. They've changed his action.
Wait. In the middle of the season?
They've changed his action during the middle of the season. And I guess 2 for 27 will sort of give you reason to your reaction of why you wouldn't do that. But if he's got those sort of demons going through his mind right now, he just needs to keep getting to the basket and being aggressive and trying to find a way to get his confidence back.
Allen on the baseline, gets it out to Cedar. Shot clock winding down. Just creates a little space for himself and gets the result. Michael Cedar is feeling it outside the three-point line in his building once again.
And that's just wet. I mean, you just don't think anything else, but it's going to be caught. He just shoots it with such confidence, and they really need to keep finding ways to be able to get him open looks.
Yeah, because he's had a couple of wide open looks, but he's created space for himself a couple of times. He's got 10 points already. Crosswise just runs out of space on the baseline.
And it's like that at the moment, Aaron Fern's calling a timeout because there's no direction there. You don't know what they're really trying to get out of any set that they're running at the moment. They're lost.
They are in a world of hurt, only 11 points. With just over 6 minutes to go in the second quarter, they better get busy.
Get up to 50% off selected products at Super Cheap Auto this weekend. Like 25% off all Gabriel and Munro shock absorbers. And get 25% off all 12-volt solar power solutions.
Moving, storing or renovating? You need Pods, portable on-demand storage. And for a limited time only, this special offer, 10% off the first month's storage and delivery cost. Jump online, pods.com or call 1-800-467-637.
Next patch here, because I want to run out of invert. Run out of invert. Obviously you got the big into the rack off that. Or run off reverse, kick back and curls. You got your shooter, you got your turnouts with the guards. You're able to throw the ball inside and then work from there. Hey, you're breaking down way too much defensively down there. We talked about the things that we got to switch, and you're not doing that. That's a re-pick, and you sit way down in the lane. We got balls. 1, 2, 3. Taipans. Good boy. Hang tough.
Taipans talking over some defensive errors. We might want to address a few offensive ones at the moment.
Oh, I was thinking the same thing. But I'm looking at that group, and you need leadership. And I'm looking at that group at who is going to stand up. We saw the same thing against the Gold Coast Blaze. When things aren't going right, who is going to stand up, be able to make something happen? It's the leadership when things aren't going well that's the most crucial for a team to be able to get out of this sort of hole.
Townsville trying to get that fast break going. Mims misses a little medium range pull-up. And here come Cairns after a timeout. Desperately need a score. Crosswise to Hill. Shot clock down to 6. Hill trying to turn the corner. Gets it to Crosswhite at the three-point line just before the shot clock expires. Blanchfield tries to hustle. And Hill, with a slash and move, gets to the foul line again.
And that's a good foul. Brad Hill only 1 for 2 for the line, but you know, and that's probably our point out of that timeout, Steve, is they're struggling shooting 21% from the field. And Aaron Fern was addressing the defense, but they looked lost at the offensive end. They had no direction of what they were actually trying to get done and where they thought they had an advantage or a mismatch they could actually get a score from.
It was very lonely. You know, it's very lonely at the foul line when you're struggling, standing up there by yourself. The rim is twice the size of the ball, meaning you can fit 2 balls in it at the same time. You should make that.
The mind plays funny games.
Cairns with a pull-up jump shot. Cairns nightmares continue as Hill turns that one down. It's deflected. Warren with pressure comes up short. Dusty Reichardt. Wow, somehow saved it. Warren comes up short. Good strong drive. No call. Going the other direction.
Andrew Warren, I mean, he'll be frustrated about not getting a call, but he'll be more frustrated about missing those open shots. You see him getting to the basket. That's a pretty good defensive play.
Mims puts it on the floor. Creates some space. Can't hit the shot. Brad Hill. This is what he has the ability to do. Ford Kick. Jamar Wilson will slow it down.
See, I like Townsville at the offensive end. Obviously, Coach Woolpotts thinks that there's an advantage as Alex Loughton steps up and makes a three, something that he hasn't done this year, shooting only 25%. But obviously, Townsville think they've got a mismatch with Mims being able to go with one-on-one battle down low against Loughton.
Loughton's got the only successful three for Cairns. Allen with the turnaround jump shot. That's good.
Again, another good play because they found the mismatch. Brad Hill trying to defend the bigger Ben Allen.
Loughton gets it to Rijkaard. Skip to Wilson for another three. That comes up short. Blanchfield pulls down the D board. Cedar again. Took a three with pressure. Maybe not the one he wanted. Warren can slow it down. Warren tries to turn the corner. It's knocked loose by Cedar. Cedar finds Blanchfield in rhythm. Comes up short.
This is where Cairns have to be really careful, is that they're really not looking to run. They're really trying to get it through as many pairs of hands as they can, and they're coming up with bad shots at the end of the shot clock. They've only got 15 points in the first 17 minutes of the game. They have to be able to try and create some cheap ones and to be able to lift their field goal percentage, only 21% at the moment, because when they're missing, Townsville are running it down their throat.
Yeah, you got to pick up those cheap ones in transition. There's a world of good for your confidence. Cairns barely get that one in. Dusty Rijkaard cleans it up. The offensive rebound into putback. Cuts the lead to 13.
Shenford. Great screen from PC. Really came up and got a good piece of the Cairns defender and opened up the big fella inside.
Get another look at it. There was no mystery on that one. Nobody really in foul trouble. Only Cedar and Censure on two. Blanchfield gets it out to Gill. He's had quite a rest. Shot clock down to 5. Gill, that's good. And a mismatch on Crossway.
Good ISO too. Just took his time, made a couple of moves. Crossway did a good job of defending him. And really, that's all you can ask for from your center.
Gill knocks it loose, turns on the Jets, and gets the lay-in. He's the one that knocked the basketball loose, forces a turnover by the Cairns Taipans, and they want another timeout. As not only missed shots, the reason why they've put up this low number, also a couple of turnovers. 7 turnovers to the Cairns Taipans. Townsville can sense blood, trying to blow this thing wide open.
They are going to get an occasional offensive rebound because we're doing such a damn good job defensively. They're making a lot of misses. Let's not leak out. Let's not run until we get the ball. Keep defending every possession. Every possession. Nothing to give them life. Be aware of back doors right now. They're trying to stop momentum. So be aware of back doors and lobs. A lot of talk, a lot of communication right now.
Staying weak.
Yeah, staying weak. Let's go.
We got 1, 2, 3.
Well, looks like a morgue over there on the Cairns bench. And of course it does. They're shooting the basketball at 24%. And they're on the road. It's a team with give them credit. They can look extremely ugly and then get the most surprising wins. And Aaron Furnt, he wasn't surprised. He did look offended when I asked him about that first game.
He did. And because of the style of play, they really do try and control it. And they do look ugly. They look ugly, and we've seen it a couple of times, namely with the Gold Coast. But they give themselves a chance on most occasions.
Dusty Reichard has his shot blocked by Luke Schencher. Good move on the baseline, just didn't get it up quick enough. Jacob Holmes into Schencher on the mismatch. He just lays it up over the top of Jamar Wilson. Good execution to create a mismatch.
And again, it seems like there's mismatches all over the floor. I mean, they're getting caught with their guards on the bigs inside, and Townsville are just able to score too easily.
Wilson to Warren. Cross white. Dusty Reichard with a steal, but he's got a 7'2" guy on his back. Hill trying to get to the rim, and he just muscled Peter Crawford out of the way.
And that's a good move from Brad Hill. Again, he didn't settle for that jump shot. PC kept backing off and backing off him, and Hill got to the basket. He'll get confidence from that.
Schencher. The left-hand hook is short. Cairns get the stop. Hill. Shot clock at single figures. Gill's foul by Eddie Gill, who timed that one very well. That's what people are going to have to do against Hill, because when he gets a running start at you, that is tough to do. Look, he just gets a running start at Blanchfield. If your man leaves you, you got to get to the rim.
People don't realize how big Brad Hill is. He handles the ball extremely well. There's a little hesitation game of being able to get to the basket.
Wilson shows you his ability to score. Gets that one to go and can break the 20 mark. Thank goodness. Townsville. Cedar with the drive, and he's fouled by Jamar Wilson.
That was a great pass from Jacob Holmes. He had no feed into Schencher, so he whipped it to the top. Cedar actually had a better angle to be able to hit Schencher inside, decided to go to the basket himself. Good offense.
Townsville shooting it at 50%. Well, they had 6 turnovers early, but they've taken much better care of the basketball here in the second.
And at halftime, we'll have a look at the shot chart, and there'll be that many easy baskets inside, Steve. They've done a really good job of being able to pound it in, but also create some turnovers, run when they had the opportunity to do it. They haven't been outstanding on offense with only, well, they got 36 points. It's not like it's a high score. It's just that the defense has been so good. And Cairns have been horrible at the offensive end. Probably been polite with 21 points.
Cedar drops them both. 38, and they're up 17. Williams with the drive. Get the score. Nothing dropping for the Cairns Taipans as they're held to 27%.